Have you ever just stared at two sentences and thought, what is the difference between I saw and I have seen? It's honestly one of the trickiest parts of learning English. But don't worry, in the next few minutes, we're going to make it all make sense. I promise. By the end of this, you'll feel like you've been using the present perfect your whole life.
So let's just dive right in with the big one. I saw the movie versus I have seen the movie. They look so similar, right? But that one little word, have, changes everything. So what's the big secret? Let's break it down.
Here's our game plan. First, we'll cover what the present perfect even is. Then, the super simple formula for building it. We'll look at some secret key words that are huge clues, then figure out when to use it. After that, the big showdown, present perfect versus past simple. And we'll finish up with a quick quiz to make sure you've got it.
So, what is the present perfect? The easiest way to think about it is like this. It's a bridge. It's a special grammar tense that builds a bridge connecting something that happened in the past to right now, the present moment. It's all about that connection.
Okay, so the official definition is that it connects past actions to the present. The most important word there is connection. It's not just about telling someone something happened. It's about telling them it has some kind of importance or result right now.
All right, so how do we actually put this tense together? Well, I've got some good news. The formula is actually really simple, and it never changes.
Here it is. This is the blueprint. It's always have or has, plus something called the past participle. Now, don't let that fancy name scare you. It's just the third form of a verb. You know how verbs have patterns? Like eat, ate, eaten. Or go, went, gone. It's always that third word in the pattern that we need.
So, have or has, which one do you use? It's easy. For I, you, we, and they, we're always going to use have. And for he, she, or it, we use has. That's it. Let's see how it looks in a sentence.
For example, you could say, I have visited Paris. We're talking about I, so we use have, and then the past participle of visit, which is visited. Easy enough, right?
Let's do another one. She has finished her homework. Here, we're talking about she, so we use has, and then the past participle, finished. See? It's just a simple little pattern.
Okay, now for a super helpful trick. There are certain words that are like secret signals for the present perfect. When you hear these words, a little light should go on in your head that says, aha, I should probably use the present perfect here.
Let's take a quick peek. You've got words like just and already for things that happened a moment ago. Yet is a classic for negative sentences. For and since are perfect for talking about something that started in the past and is still going. And then there's ever and never. These are your best friends for talking about life experiences. Think of them as cheat codes.
So for instance, if you literally just finished your lunch, you can say, I have just eaten. That little word just tells us it happened very recently, which is why it's relevant to now. Maybe that's why you don't want a snack.
Or for a negative sentence, you could say, she hasn't finished yet. That word yet is our big clue. It signals that we're using the present perfect, and we're still kind of waiting for the thing to happen.
So we know what it is, we know how to build it, but when do we actually use it? Well, the present perfect really only has three main jobs. Let's look at what they are.
This slide is so important. These are the three main reasons. Number one, for life experiences. We don't care about the specific time, just that it happened. Like, I have visited Egypt. Number two, for actions that started in the past and are still true now. So I have lived here for 10 years means I still live here today. And number three, for super recent events, things that just finished, like she has just arrived.
And now for the main event, the showdown between present perfect and past simple. This is where everyone gets confused, but I promise you, we are going to solve it right now. The difference is actually so much simpler than you think.
Okay, pay close attention, because this slide is everything. This is the whole secret right here. With the present perfect, the time is not specific, it's not important. With the past simple, the time is specific and it is important. That's it. That is the number one rule. Present perfect is for some unspecified time in the past. Past simple is for a specific finished time.
So when you say, I have seen this movie, you're really saying, at some point in my life, I had this experience. The important part is the experience, not when it happened. But watch this. The moment we add a specific time word, like yesterday, the sentence has to change. It becomes, I saw this movie yesterday.
That one word, yesterday, locks the action completely in the past and breaks the bridge to the present. And that's the whole difference.
All right, you've got the rules, you've seen the examples. Now it's time for a super quick, no-pressure quiz to see how you're doing. You ready? Let's go! Question number 1. She has never blank to London. The verb is be. What do you think? The answer is been. She has never been to London. Awesome job if you got that one. Number 2. They have just blank, and the verb is arrive. Give it a thought. The answer is arrived. They have just arrived. You're doing great.
And our final question, have you ever blank this movie? The verb is see. We talked about this one, and the correct answer is seen. Have you ever seen this movie? Excellent work.
And there you have it. You now get the secret of the present perfect. It's all about that bridge between the past and now. So I'll leave you with a final thought to practice with. What's one cool experience you have had in your life?